At the age of 10, my little brother was a better athlete than I'll ever be. And the main reason for that is because he was racing with his friends all the time. He was constantly racing. I think he was the second best in his entire school. And he had fucking six-pack abs before even having puberty. And then, unfortunately, when he was about 11 years old, there was a weirdo in his class. And one day the guy just came up to him and sweeped him, like leg sweeped him. He fell on his arm, ended up breaking it, I think, for a while. So he ended up being late in his training compared to the other guys of his class because he was in an athleticism class, right? Athletic class. And after being injured, he was more scared of getting injured again, which happens to a lot of people, right? And before that, he was not only was he racing like crazy, he was doing like half backflip, the kind of gymnastic stuff when you do that and then you go onto your hands, and then you propulse yourself and you do a front flip, like a quasi front flip like this. It was super crazy. But because of fear, he ended up not performing as much, and then he got into video games much more. We got into League of Legends. So he did that way more, got chubby, and he just never was athletic again for like 10 years. Now, recently, he got back into it. Like he leaned down, he glowed up like crazy, and now like he's the same height as me. We're really brothers, right? I see him as like, okay, yeah, like a good looking dude, all that. I'm proud of him. But nonetheless, he never got this athleticism back, this explosiveness that he had before, because when he was a kid, I could see him 10 years old. He would beat me at a race 100%. But I also know that if he was the same age as me, or if I was the same age as him, he would beat me up in a fight because I have 3 years over him. That's why I beat him. But I knew because of that, he was just better. Yet he never got it back. And the main reason is because he doesn't sprint anymore. Because yes, this magic exercise I'm talking about is sprinting. Now, the reason for that is, first of all, it enhances your metabolism like crazy. So you lose fat and gain muscle much easier when you sprint. And it works on your kinetic chains. It works on your joints, making your whole body work on harmonious movement. It makes your body able to move on different planes all at the same time. And now I'm not recommending you to sprint like an athlete, right? You have a whole regiment and you're supposed to sprint this day, and you just keep going like this and you go super intense. No, what I'm recommending is go my route, the route of the lazy guy, the route of the guy who just wants to live healthy enough so that when I'm like 40, 60, 80, I can still do the stuff I do today. Maybe not to the same extent, maybe not with the same performance, but good enough performance that I would absolutely crush anyone my age once I'm older. Because you see all those athletes and they reach absolute heights when they're like 20 to 30, maybe 35. But most of them afterwards, they die down because they wrecked their body. They didn't take care of it. They just wanted to have the highest performance, but then they fuck up and they can't do shit afterwards. There are a few exceptions, but that's not the rule. What I want to be is the guy who stays about here in terms of performance. I don't go to the height of it, right? I stay about here and maybe I die down quite a little bit here, but I stay there. Which means I'm still better than those fucking athletes when I'm older. And of course, I'm not comparing myself to athletes like crazy, but it's just to tell you, if you just sprint here and there, let's say you're coming back to your apartment or to your house and there are stairs in front of you, just sprint up the stairs. Like, be careful, don't be a dumbass, but sprint up the stairs, right? With a good form, you go learn the form on YouTube or something, good form, boom, that's your sprint for the day. And you do that maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks if you're like lazy, or you go like 2-3 times a week. Sometimes you're up the street, you see your house is like, I don't know, 20 meters away, you sprint the 20 meters. That's it. Maybe you have a backpack on. It's better. You have some weight on. Of course, don't do it if you have something fragile in there, but you know what I mean. And by just doing the sprinting little by little, you keep your body used to this intense movement, to this ability to move in different planes. Because the truth of it is, most people who get older and who get injured and who really, have horrible conditions afterwards, it's mostly because they fall down or they do a movement they haven't done in years and it fucks them up. Why do people throw their back out, do you think? It's because they move extremely little for years and then they try to do something intense. They try to carry something hard when they haven't carried something this heavy in a long time. But if you keep carrying heavy stuff, if you keep sprinting, if you keep doing all these things, just here and there, little by little in your routine, then your body still gets used to it. He understands, okay, I still need this shit. So I'm going to keep my body in the right place to be able to keep doing them, sorry. And even in the present, sprinting is just going to give you insane cardio. It's going to give you the muscle. It's going to give you the fat loss. So whether it's for your goals right now or whether it's to stay young forever and stay healthy, that's just the best exercise to do. So start doing it now. Start doing it here and there. Don't overthink it, okay? Don't start having a whole fucking routine put in place just for sprinting. Just sprint here and there and you'll be done with it. So now you know how to sprint and you know how good that is for your body. But if you don't have basic stability and you're not that athletic in the first place, it might actually just get you injured. So if you're a bit afraid that you might get injured because of this, watch this next. It's going to show you how to build stability and strong core without complicated methods. And don't forget, work on the inside and the outside will follow. Take care, man. Johnny.